Early voting is underway here in Texas. Candidates for Tom Green County Judge have been knocking on doors, shaking hands, and hosting town halls. Here at KSAN News, we reached out to each candidate to get a better look at the individuals trying to serve in one of the most important positions in local government. Tonight, we introduce you to Tommy Usery. Mr. Usery, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. You are running for Tom Green County Judge, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
So tell us a little bit more about your background, how you got to the point of being a candidate for Tom Green County Judge, and what's provoked you to declare your candidacy.
Okay, first, thank you very much for this opportunity to be able to speak to the voters. I appreciate that very much. I grew up in San Angelo in the Lakeview district and went to high school at Lakeview. Shortly after that, I became a police officer on the San Angelo Police Department, where I served in the patrol division, the detective division, and later in the motors division. After approximately 10 years, I moved on to the Texas Department of Public Safety as a Texas Highway Patrol Trooper, and I was stationed down in the Houston area for a period of time. After approximately 20 years in law enforcement, decided to put law enforcement behind me to some extent, having had that commitment to the community to serve on the front lines for public safety purposes. And I went to law school in Houston. And after graduation, I began a practice in the Houston area. After spending some time in Houston, I decided to finally move back home. So I've been back 3 or 4 years now. I learned quite a bit about how our local administration works and some issues that I see that need, in my judgment, that need some help.
Speak a little bit more, if you don't mind, to the issues that you're finding in Tom Green County and what you saw that made you feel as if serving as Tom Green County Judge was the right move.
Sheriff Hanna is doing a remarkable job in my judgment. However, he's facing some issues there that he needs the county commissioners and the county judge to assist him in getting our detention center fully functional. There's also the San Angelo Development Corporation, who's also involved in economic development for our county, which is extremely important. So there's a lot of interaction then with the county judge in terms of trying to provide economic development to our community, which serves as a greater tax base, which means we can provide better services and more services to our community.
What differentiates you from the other candidates that are running for Tom Green County Judge in this cycle?
That's a very good question, and I think that's an important thing for the voters to discern. All the other gentlemen who are running are fine gentlemen, certainly. What makes me different than them is, first of all, life experience, both in law enforcement and in the courts, which are two of the major budget items for Tom Green County. In addition to that, I am the only candidate of the four of us who can walk in on day one and begin doing the county's business.
Well, Mr. Usery, thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck at polls, and we'll talk to you soon.